Let's talk vaccines, since today is actually Get Ready for Flu Day. According to Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona, we saw a massive wave of flu cases last year, almost 16 times higher than the previous year. And experts predict that this year's flu season, which typically begins in early October, will peak earlier than it has in the past. Couple that with the fact that cases of RSV are already surging in our state and COVID-19 hospitalizations continue to rise. Dr. Andrew Carrol from Atembus joins us now. Dr. Carrol, great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, let's tackle it one by one here.
Sure.
And I want to start with COVID. There's a new booster. What do we need to know about it and who should get it?
So the newest booster is effective for the variant that we're seeing right now. And we've been seeing COVID cases rising over the last 3 or 4 weeks. So if you had a booster maybe a year ago, that booster is probably not as effective as maybe it should be. Especially if you have not had the illness over the last year, you probably have no antibodies to this variant. So if you can get your hands on the newest COVID vaccine booster, you should probably be getting it right about now.
Okay, I want to talk about a lot of these at-home test kits. I have a ton at home, but a lot of them look like they're expired on the box. However, that may not necessarily be the case.
Right. Having a test kit or several test kits in the home is a really great tool to know where you are and to protect the people around you and your loved ones. But if you're unsure if your test kit has been expired, there's a place on the FDA's website. If you just search for FDA COVID test, it will give you the list of your tests along with the lot number, and it'll tell you what the exact expiration date for that kit that you have at home.
Okay, very good to know. Also, let's move on now to the flu. Who is most at risk right now?
Well, it's always been seniors, right? So anybody over the age of 65, especially those who have respiratory disease like COPD or emphysema, maybe you have diabetes, and then the real little kids, those are the ones that really could end up sick and hospitalized. We're worried about them the most. So they should be looking to get their flu vaccine right now before the season really ramps up.
Okay, so not even into October, like we should get it now.
Yeah, we should probably get it right about now.
Okay, so if people are interested in getting both the flu and the COVID vaccine, can they get them together?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's optimal to get them together because when you get that immune response to both those viruses at the same time, your body really mounts a good immune response. Now, you might be pretty sore for about a day or two, but remember, this is a day or two of being sore, not 7 to 10 days sick in bed, not able to go to work. And it's really worth the sacrifice. 1 or 2 days of being kind of sore, you're not going to worry about getting sick for the rest of the season.
Okay, let's talk about the third respiratory illness. We're talking about RSV. There's a new vaccine. Tell us about it.
So RSV vaccine is specifically for 60 plus, so seniors who are most susceptible to getting RSV and then ending up hospitalized. There's a different kind of treatment for real little kids. It's a monoclonal antibody that's given to real little kids under the age of 8 months if they're entering the RSV season. It's not really a vaccine, but it's a way to protect them from getting RSV during this season.
Yeah, because I feel like every time we hear about RSV, it affects the little ones.
Right. It's mostly seen in little ones because their airways are so small that when it's inflamed, it tightens up, and that's what we're worried about, that ending up on a machine helping them breathe because their airway closed up. So it's the real little kids that we're worried about. But we're seeing it in seniors now because they may have been exposed to it when they were real little children, but now they're hitting 60, 70, 80, their immunity has gone away, and they're getting exposed to little kids who have RSV.
So are they the ones who need this vaccine over the little kids?
Right. No, it's the ones who are 60 plus who should be getting that new vaccine.
Okay, very good to know. All right, Dr. Carrol, you were great. Thank you so much. I know we are getting a flood of questions, so we're going to tackle that in our next half hour.